So, and that requires a very sincere process of engagement. And the more you engage and the more constancy is in your engagement, the more likely you are to have a breakthrough. It's a bit like reading Mother of Minutes, right?
Yes.
In the sense that if you do it once a month, you're not going to get an outcome because it grows faster than you can remove it. But if you're constant on a daily basis in removing it and then checking on it and checking on it, you can see that you can now pretty much eradicate it and keep it under that control. So a lot of issues in life are about how constant you are, how regular you are, how consistent you are at doing something, and
that's the sincerity, isn't it?
Yeah, and your sincerity drives your consistency. Yeah. So if you deal with things once now and then 6 months later you deal with it again, well, obviously that's not very consistent, and it's highly unlikely that you're going to have any resolution using those methods. And also the lack of consistency is a measure of sincerity. So you're actually insincere when you have a lack of consistency. So it's proof or evidence of your insincerity. If a person who's truly sincere is always consistent until the issue is dealt with.
So you're not going to get much help in that situation.
No, that's right. Because unless you're consistent and you're desirous and you are regular in attendance to the issues, that is a part of how you demonstrate your own sincerity in dealing with the issue. And God's laws measure sincerity through hundreds of different mathematical ways, and one of those ways is how consistent a person is, how regular they are, how attentive they are, how desirous they are, and so forth. And your sincerity is being measured by the law. But interestingly enough, God actually also is very open to measuring your sincerity without the law. God is, because as soon as a person transfers from an insincere state to a sincere state, God's soul responds. So it's not just the law. God's soul does not respond until the sincere state is developed. But the law is there to get you to a sincere state, but as soon as you're in a sincere state, not only is the law going to benefit you in that state, because the laws are all measuring sincerity, but now God's soul, God himself, is also responding to that state because he wants to. And so God now, once you become sincere, God has a personal interest in you now that he didn't have as much before because you were insincere. Does that make sense? So while he's interested in you in terms of caring for you, he's not going to have a lot of interest in helping you until you become sincere. And he actually measures your sincerity. And once you are sincere, he wants to help you. In addition to the law of helping you. Yeah. So.
Seems like a pretty good place to be.
Yeah.
I